Hi everyone, this is Nicole's Needlework. My name is Nicole and I can be found on Instagram and Ravelry as Nicole's Needlework. Show notes can also be found on my blog, nicolesneedlework.com. Today is Friday, May 20th. Sorry, I had to think about that even though I've been at work writing the date all day. I've just got off work. It's been a long day and I'm so glad it's Friday. I'm so glad it's the weekend. And I thought I'd just do a quick update. I actually don't have, actually don't have much knitting to share. Again, I have more stitching than knitting. I did start some toe-up vanilla socks using my mustache yarn. So here's what I have so far. I think they're coming out really cute. I'm loving the colors. That's one, and then I did start the other one too, and I'll work on a few stripes on one and then work on a few stripes on the other. So those are a lot of fun, and I've got them in my new little gnome knitter DPN cozy or magic loop cozy. And these are I got these Nova Platinas. I got a 32-inch cord just to see how it would be. Sometimes the cord can be really annoying if it's really long, like the 40-inch cord that I normally use. And I really like them, and I like the shorter cord. So I'm really enjoying these. Again, Nova Platina's 2.25 millimeters, and I'm doing 68 stitches. So hopefully those will work out for my wide foot. So anyway, so that is all the knitting. I didn't work on my shawl. I'm almost to the end of that first skein. So I still have yet to break into that second skein of yarn. But the stitching I have is, I didn't work on my All Creatures Great and Small. I instead decided to start Tanya's Scarlet House, Sarah Redfern. I think that's how you say her name, Sarah Redfern, 1826, and that's the reproduction sampler. And I had most of the threads, and I actually decided to change it up a little bit. I decided to go with the tortoise shell instead of the chocolat because Tanya said her chocolat Belsois was actually a little bit green, or had a green tint to it. And you can kind of see in the pattern that the vine, or I guess that would be a vine, definitely looks a little green and not brown like a chocolat would be. So I thought that was a pretty good match there. And then the other change I made was to use this Dinky Dyes gum leaves instead of the Shepherd's Pasture. My Shepherd's Pasture was very just like a normal green, like a light green. Almost a minty green, not minty green. It's hard to describe. I guess I should have brought it. But it didn't look like the green in the pattern, which is kind of like a teal. So that's another change I made. And I just pulled some 40 count. It calls for vintage exemplar by Lakeside Linens, and I had some 40 count regular exemplar, not vintage, in my stash, and it was just almost the right size that I needed. So that's my little start, and I'm really happy. I did have to frog a lot. I don't know, I was off a stitch, and actually that's not even how it goes. It goes like that. Yes. So I did frog a little bit, but excuse me, but I'm back on track and I'm really liking it, and I can't wait to get back to it. In the meantime, I decided to pull out a sampler I showed previously, and that is Blackbird Designs 1861 antique sampler. I'm trying to think if I got that right. Which is that one. And I had just gotten like that much, no, I had gotten like this much done previously. And now I have that much done. So I'm really liking it. I love this linen. It's 36 count. Picture This Plus. I believe it's Legacy. I have to check I wrote notes on it. I'm 99% sure it's Legacy. But I'm really happy. I'm really happy with how it's coming out. And the threads are Gentle Arts and Classic Colorworks. And I'm just stitching it using one thread over two, which, like I said before, is my preferred method. And these are the silks for the other one, which I think are so pretty together. So those are those Classic Colorworks and Gentle Arts. And this one I'm also stitching one thread over two linen threads, which is, like I said, my preferred method. Then I don't have to railroad, and it just always looks neat to me. So that's that. Those are two works in progress. I did have a couple finishes, and of course I forgot to bring them, so hold on. Okay, I finished my Lizzy Kate Things Unseen, and this was a mystery sampler that she did a couple years ago, and I'm just so happy with how it turned out. And this, again, last time I said it was, I think I said it was pecan barley. It's actually pearl barley. And that's 36 count vintage pearl barley. And I used the called for weeks dye works and one strand of floss over two linen threads. And I decided not to put the big square buttons in. It just looked a little clunky on the smaller count linen. So this was charted instead, and I'm really happy. I did use the antique buttons here, though. I thought they looked really pretty. And in here was supposed to be another one of those big buttons, and I ended up leaving that out. So I'm so happy it's done. I definitely want to get it framed. I don't want to throw it in the tub. I don't want to throw it in the big Rubbermaid bin and forget about it. I want to get it framed, and I want to hang it up. So that is going to be a goal of mine, get this framed. So, and I have one other just little finish, and it is the Shepherd's Bush Home Scissor Fob. So that's the front, and that's the back. As you can see, it's not actually finished. The stitching is finished. I need to sew it together and make the fob, so it'll look like that. I'm a little intimidated about doing this silk ribbon with beaded trim. I don't know why. I'm sure it won't be too hard, but it does intimidate me a little bit, so I think I might work on that this weekend. Just take my time. And that's the silk ribbon. And this is 32 count, hand-dyed 32 count linen. I wonder if it says what kind on the pattern. Stone steps, 32 count stone steps. Not sure who it's by, doesn't say. But that was a fun little, I think I stitched this in a day, both of these in one day. So that was fun. And this is just various cotton overdyed or hand-dyed threads and silk threads. So they used a mixture of both. And it's 1/2 again. So that I hopefully will get finished, like I said, this weekend. We shall see. So other than that, I did get a little bit of stash. I know I said I wasn't going to be buying any more stash, but I had already had this on order. I had to get this bell soie for my Sarah Redfern. It's beach grass, so that's a new color I didn't have in my stash. And I couldn't resist getting these Blackbird design charts. I love everything Blackbird does, almost everything. I have a big collection of their charts. And I just thought they were so pretty. It's this Garden Club series. So I got those two along with, I don't know if you noticed, I am having a big pattern sale, and every once in a while I'll just go through my stash and really take a look at what I have and honestly ask myself, will I ever stitch this? And a lot of the times it's no, I'm most likely not going to stitch this. Sometimes I'll unkit things and use the fabric for something else if I decide it's just not, if I'm just not feeling it. If I just don't think I'll ever finish it or I'll ever stitch the pattern, I'll just go through and I'll sell it. I've been reading a lot lately, like about minimizing and living more simple, so it's kind of inspired me to clear out. But one problem is sometimes I can regret clearing out, and I decided I didn't want to stitch. I started this and I decided I wasn't going to stitch it anymore. And this is, sorry for the glare, Sampler Hill by With Thy Needle and Thread. Well, going through my linen and trying to get it organized, I came across the piece I had started. And I was like, oh, why did I stop that? It's really cute. It's really a sweet design. And so I decided to get the pattern again. So I am gonna go back to stitching. This is a 40 count, probably a light exemplar, I'm assuming, maybe. And it's a lot of threads. That's one thing about With Thy Needle and Thread. She tends to use a lot of threads, even if it's a small design. So here are all the threads, and it's just Classic Colorworks, Weeks Dye Works, and Gentle Arts. But they're very pretty. Very, very pretty threads. So I pulled out threads again. I got the pattern again, and I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna work on it again. And I shouldn't, but you know what? At the time, I was thinking I'm never gonna stitch it again, and that was fine. I got a little money for the pattern, and then I decided to change my mind. I'm allowed, right? Anyway, so that's the stash I got, and like I said before, I'm gonna try and do really good. I've been really trying to think about purchases, and not just stitching or knitting, just all purchases, even something free. Do I need that in my house? What would I use it for? You know, would I really need that? So I did read the what is that? The magic, the art. I can't remember. It's the tidying book by. It's the whole KonMari method of tidying. It's basically decluttering. Go through and really ask yourself: does this spark joy? Does it make you happy when you hold it? Is it, is it giving you negative feelings? Then get rid of it. There's no point in having it in your life if it's making you unhappy. Or there's no point in continuing to knit or stitch something if it's making you unhappy. And then, if you change your mind, that's okay. So last thing I wanted to share, and I forgot all about it. I wanted to share it a while ago. Sorry. Sorry, I had to let the baby in. She is such a spoiled but sweet kitty. So anyway, what I was saying was, put her over there. In the booklet, in Friendship's Way, in the back and in the book are these pretty boxes, glass boxes with these little pin keeps. And I mentioned our friend Charlene had made us one when we met stitching, and I wanted to show it. So this is the one she made us, or she made me, I'm sorry. She made different ones for other people. And here is the sweet little pin keep. And you can tell she put my initials on it. And Charlene had also made this a while ago. She really is just a sweet person. So generous. Beautifully finished with the little strawberry. I mean, how sweet. So I keep that in there. Keep it right on my nightstand. So thank you again, Charlene. I love it. So sweet. And I think that's it for today and this week. I hope you all have a great weekend. I plan to I plan to stitch and knit and just relax. I don't have anything going on with the kids, so it's just going to be another relaxing weekend, and I can't wait. So I hope you all have like I said, a great weekend, and talk to you guys maybe next week. See you later. Bye.